Hello Taurus, Moon Rising and Venus, and welcome to your reading. So Taurus, today we're going to go over your energy as well as your person's energy. So with all that being said, Taurus, let's get started. How does Taurus currently view this relationship? All right, let's see what's going on. So we do have the Nine of Wands. We also have the Eight of Cups, and then we also have the Lovers out here. All right, Taurus, in regards to how you're currently viewing this relationship, it looks like you walked away from something that brought a lot of trauma into your life. Now, this could have been a relationship that was bringing a lot of trauma into your life, possibly even a marriage or a situation. But if it's one thing that I will say is that I'm glad that you're no longer dealing with this person, especially because you were showing up as a Nine of Wands. That's telling me that this person brought a lot of anxiety into your life, confusion into your life, fear into your life. And like I said, trauma into your life. So I am definitely glad that you found the strength and the courage within yourself to get up and walk away. Now, with the Lovers coming out here, I feel like it's about to get interesting around here, because I am definitely getting a soulmate showing up here for you. I do want to look a little bit more into this soulmate though that's showing up here for you. One thing that I will say about this soulmate of yours is that they're not going to make you feel like this person from your past made you feel. If you found yourself struggling with feeling safe and secure with them, because I am definitely getting that you found yourself struggling with feeling safe and secure with this person, you're not going to have that issue, Taurus, with this new person, which is something that I really do love for you, because you totally deserve it. I mean, given everything that you've been through, okay, with this person from your past, you deserve somebody who's going to love you and treat you right and make you feel safe and secure. So let's look at this new human, shall we? How does this person currently view, okay, this relationship? So we do have the King of Wands to the Three of Wands, and then we also have the Six of Swords. Why do I feel like this is a person that you left behind? Because a King of Wands is somebody who typically makes people feel this way, okay? So I don't feel like this is the new person that you're going to find yourself connecting with, or that you may currently find yourself connecting with. A King of Wands is somebody who makes, a King of Wands is somebody who's known for making like a person feel, insecure. A King of Wands is somebody who's known for, bringing a lot of confusion into a person's life, things of that nature. Man, I don't know, man, because it's like this person from your past is like contemplating, like, all right, like, should I just gravitate towards them, or should I just stay away? What should I do? Okay. Let's look at this King of Wands a little bit more. Once we're done, I do want to look at this new person that you're either currently connecting with or will find yourself connecting with very soon. All right, let's do it. Tell me more about the King of Wands. Okay. This King of Wands has been keeping a very, very close eye on you, but from afar, okay? Because I am definitely getting that there is currently distance between you and this person, as well as a lack of communication here between you and this person. So they're definitely keeping tabs on you in some way, shape, or form, possibly via, social media. If you guys have mutual friends, they're definitely asking that mutual friend, about you quite a bit. Tell me more about the King of Wands. We have the Three of Swords, but it came out in the reverse. This person's still not over you. They're still not over you. Okay. We also have the Star in the reverse. It's like they look at you like you're the one that got away. And that doesn't sit well with them. It does not sit well with them. All right, we have the King of Swords in the upright, and then we also have that, there's that contemplation energy again. Should I break my silence and say something, or should I just continue to stay away? What must I do? Okay, so we don't really see this person gravitating towards you just yet. I mean, it's something that they're definitely contemplating on doing. We'll see what they actually decide to do in the end, because right now they're just very, very indecisive. But this energy of them feeling like you're the one that got away and it not sitting well with them, I don't know how I feel about that. I'm gonna be honest. I don't even know how I feel about that. Okay, let's just take a break from this person from your past, because I do want to look at this new lover. So let's look at the lovers, shall we? Look at that. We got the Ace of Cups. Yeah, whoever this person is, it's somebody new. It's somebody that you don't have history with. Okay, let's do this. Let's do this. All right, tell me more about the lovers. Okay. So we do have the Knight of Wands in the reverse. We also have the Moon in the reverse. And then we also have the High Priestess. When you meet this person, if you have yet to meet this person, you're going to instantly, when I mean instantly find yourself feeling safe and secure with this person, you're going to instantly find yourself feeling safe and secure with this person, which is the complete opposite of what you felt when you were dealing with this person. Like when you were dealing with this person from your past, there was just something about this human being that like rubbed you the wrong way. And I feel like you had a very difficult time like putting your finger on like what it was exactly about this person that made you feel like you had to be guarded, that made you feel like you had to kind of watch your back when it came down to this person. But with this new person, you don't feel that way. You don't feel that way. It's like a totally different experience that you're experiencing with this new person. Okay, now, before we go back to this person from your past, I want to see how you're feeling. How does Taurus currently feel? Okay. We have the Two of Wands, we have the Seven of Cups, and then we also have the Nine of Swords out here. At the bottom of the deck, we do have the Ten of Swords. We also have the King of Pentacles, and then we also have the Temperance card, and then we also have the World. Okay. In regards to how you're currently feeling, you're currently connecting with somebody who harnesses King of Pentacles energy and Temperance energy, which is really, really nice to see, Taurus. Somebody who harnesses Temperance energy can definitely, you know, describe somebody who's very, very patient, somebody who's very, very understanding. I mean, because this person has Temperance by their side, that's telling me that this person's intentions are coming from a very pure, and sincere place. King of Pentacles is somebody who's very big on commitment, also very, very big on loyalty. The King of Pentacles is basically the polar opposite of a King of Wands. See, a King of Wands will come up in your life and cause all types of hell and high water in your life. A King of Pentacles is not like that. A King of Pentacles, you know, wants to build with someone. A King of Pentacles is, you know, that type of person that will give you clarity, unlike this one over here. You know, this one over here won't give you fucking clarity. They won't give you shit. But this one is somebody who would pour into you and give to you, unlike this one over here. See, this one over here is very fucking selfish. This one over here only thinks about themselves. You see what I mean? This person over here, quite the opposite, my friend, quite the opposite. Now, with all of that being said, in regards to how you're currently feeling, all right, on a soul level and on an intuitive level, let's just focus on that, right? You feel pretty awesome about this new person. You can see how different they are compared to this human being that you've been dealing with, you know, from your past. Now, with all of that being said, I feel like the primary reason why you're harnessing this energy has a lot to do with your experience with this person. It's the energy of, I can see they're different. I can feel that they're different. But what if I'm wrong? You know, what if I'm wrong? What if I'm wrong? What if I'm wrong? I feel like when it comes down to this person from your past, I feel like you made a lot of mistakes in the sense, right? In the sense where you saw the red flags and you turned around and ignored it. In the sense where this person from your past showed you their true colors and you decided to look the other way. You know what I mean? So I feel like because you made the mistakes that you made with this person from your past, you don't really trust your own judgment at this point, all right? It does appear to me that when it came down to this one over here, you gave them chance after chance after chance after chance, and they just continue to hurt you time time after time after time is what I'm getting. So even though this person over here, even though you can tell that they're different and you can sense and feel on an intuitive level that they're different, because you went through what you went through with this person, you ignore the red flags and they showed you their true colors and you look the other way. It's like you don't feel like you could honestly trust your own judgment, you know? And that's what a fucking King of Wands will do to you, damn it. You know what I mean? But, okay? I do feel like you're going to be receiving a lot of signs from the universe when it comes down to this person, okay? Because I do see you being divinely guided in this dynamic here between you and this person. So even though you may not trust your own judgment, okay? I feel like the universe totally has your back, and I feel like the universe is going to be guiding you through this entire situation. So the universe will be sending you a lot of signs when it comes down to this new person that you currently find yourself connecting with. The universe just wants you to see that you don't have anything to worry about and you don't have anything to fear. The universe knows you very, very well, so much to the point where the universe is sending you a boatload of signs, because the universe knows that you don't really trust your own judgment right now. So the universe is just trying to like guide you and help you along the way when it comes down to this person by sending you a boatload of signs and confirmations, okay? So then there's that, but let's just get back to this human. What did I want to look into? Let's look at the Star in the reverse and the Three of Swords in the reverse. Now, keep in mind, you're dealing with a King of Pentacles. Now, this King of Pentacles is looking at you like you're the one, by the way, which I totally forgot to mention. My apologies. When a King of Pentacles finds themselves connecting, right, with someone that they truly do feel is the one for them, you're more than likely, right, a Queen of Pentacles. More than likely, you're a Queen of Pentacles, because the King of Pentacles only feels this way towards the Queen of Pentacles. Just like the Queen of Pentacles only finds themselves feeling this way towards the King of Pentacles, because you do perceive this person to be 100% like perfect for you. They have everything that you want, everything that you desire. But because you went through what you went through with this person, you know, you're just like, I don't even know. Like, maybe I'm wrong about this person, because, you know, I thought this one over here was the one for me, and then look at what happened to me, you know? So, and I get it. But because this King of Pentacles is looking at you like you're perfect for them, you are a Queen of Pentacles that has essentially been dealing with a King of Wands this whole entire time. It makes sense, you know, as to why this person is looking at you like you're the one that basically got away. And it also makes sense as to why none of this sits well with them, because the Queen of Pentacles is considered to be the perfect partner card. To find another freaking Queen of Pentacles is very, 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 very hard to do, and it's very, very hard to find. A Queen of Pentacles is like, it's like the epitome, right, of finding like a needle in a freaking haystack, you know? So I think that this person knows that the likelihood, right, of finding someone like you who treated them the way that you treated them and was there for them the way that you were there for them is probably never gonna happen, okay? Like, they're probably never gonna find someone like you ever again. And I think that that's like the part that doesn't really sit well with them, because when a King of Wands goes from dealing with like gold to, you know, let's just call it for what it is, trash, right? That doesn't sit well with them. It just doesn't sit well with them. A King of Wands is somebody who doesn't like to settle for less. So they already know right off the bat that they're not going to find anyone better than you. They know that the likelihood of them ending up with somebody who is a fraction of a fraction of a fraction of you and what you bring to the table is more than likely what's going to happen. And that is something that I feel doesn't really sit well with this one over here. But we're going to look a little bit more into it, shall we? Tell me more about the Three of Swords to the Star in the reverse. All right, we have the Four of Pentacles. We do have the Strength card in the reverse, and then we also have the Three of Pentacles. I don't know if I like where this is going, to be honest. Not only do they know that they're not going to find someone, you know, better than you, which doesn't sit well with this person, they also don't like the fact that they feel like you are like 100% done with them. That also doesn't sit well with them either. A King of Wands is somebody who's like known for having like a really, really bad temper. Okay. So I do feel like everything that's like transpiring here truly does piss this person off. I am getting that. All right, let's just keep going. How does this person currently feel? We have the Tower, we have the Seven of Pentacles, and then we also have the Knight of Wands. In regards to how this person is currently feeling, this person, they just can't lose you, is what I'm getting. They just can't lose you. They can't. This person feels like they invested a lot into you in this dynamic that they share with you, just to, you know, get up and just you know, walk away. It's just something that they don't want to do, and it's also something that doesn't sit well with them. Now, when I say that this person has invested a lot of time and energy, you know, towards you in this dynamic, you know, that they share with you, this is that type of person that when they invest a lot of time and energy towards something, they want it to essentially count for something, right? And in this case, this entire situation between the two of you guys has this person feeling like, yo, I just invested all this time and energy, you know, into Taurus for freaking nothing. Yeah, no, that doesn't sit well with me. That doesn't sit well with me. You know, God, nothing sits well with this human being, apparently. But tell me more about the, you know, I'm sorry, but I feel like this person really did play themselves, you know, and I think that that's something that they also kind of know, that they really did kind of shoot themselves in the foot here when it came down to you, because it does appear to me that this person honestly had a really good thing here. Like, they had a really good person by their side. They had somebody who was committed to them, devoted to them, loyal to them, and it just kind of looks like instead of them, you know what I mean? Appreciating you and what they share with you, and just simply, you know, showing up, right? And being the man that you need them to be, or the woman that you need them to be. Instead, what they decided to do was self-sabotage this dynamic here between the two of you every chance that they fucking got. You know what I mean? Nothing that's going on here between the two of you sits well with this human being. But I mean, I'm sorry. I feel like this person has nobody else to blame but themselves. You know, like, nobody told this person to self-sabotage things here between the two of you. You know what I think had happened here between you and this person, especially considering the fact that you did give this one over here chance after chance after chance after chance. I feel like this person kind of got to this point where they started to kind of believe that they can say whatever they want in this relationship. They can treat you however it is that they want in this relationship, and you ain't gonna do nothing about it. And it kind of looks like the moment that you did decide to do something about it, you know what I mean? It's like, you know, all hell broke loose for this one over here. Tell me more about the Knight of Wands. Oh, Lord, have mercy. We have the Eight of Cups in the reverse. We got the Ten of Wands in the upright. And then we also have the Page of Wands in the reverse. Yeah. With the Page of Wands in the reverse to a Ten of Wands in the reverse, excuse my French when I say this, but this person feels like they got the shitty end of the stick here, and that just don't sit. It just don't sit well. You know what I mean? It just doesn't sit well with them. I do see this person deciding to like bust a U-turn back in your direction. Let's look a little bit more into this, shall we? Let's just do it. Let's just do it. Let's see why this person's deciding to like bust a U-turn back in your direction. All right, so we have the Strength card in the upright. We also have the King of Swords in the reverse, and then we also have the Seven of Wands out here. In regards to why this human being, okay, is deciding to take time out of their day to bust a U-turn back in your direction, okay, is concerned. It has a lot to do with them wanting to, quote unquote, fix and repair things here with you. The reason why this person's busting a U-turn back in your direction is because they want to make things right with you. I'm gonna be honest. this human being's going to go as far as to tell you that they've, changed and that they're willing to do whatever it takes, Taurus. They're willing to do whatever it takes, honey, to make this dynamic here between the two of you work. Now, with the King of Swords coming out here in the reverse, the King of Swords in the reverse could definitely represent somebody who's trying to manipulate someone. Could also represent, somebody who is lying to an individual. This whole I'm a changed man or I'm a changed woman is bullshit. This whole I'll do anything to make this work is complete and utter BS. Now, here's the beautiful part of this entire situation here. We have the Strength card here, which is your energy. When this person does decide to bust a U-turn back in your direction, because they will, that's kind of besides the point, honey, okay? I do see you standing your ground and not accepting this person back into your life. I think that at this point, Taurus, you've learned your lesson when it comes down to this person. I think that, time has revealed to you on several different occasions that this person is just never going to change. But most importantly, this one over here is just simply not for you. So I'm very curious to see how all of this is going to play out. I'm very curious to see how all of this is going to play out here between the two of you, especially once you stand your ground. I would love to see this person's reaction to all of that. But I'm going to be honest, I feel like the reason why this person is back is because they're getting the shitty end of the stick in some way, shape, and or form. Okay, they're getting the shitty end of the stick. And they don't like that. They don't like the fact that they lost a really good thing. They don't like the fact that they lost somebody who is committed to them, devoted to them, loyal to them, would do anything, for them. They don't like that. They just don't like that. And they also don't like the fact that now that the two of you are not together, you're in a much better position than they are. And that's another thing that they don't necessarily like. The fact that you're out here, the fact that you're out here and you're experiencing life 10 times better than you did when you were dealing with this person doesn't sit well with this person. The fact that you're at peace doesn't sit well with this person. The fact that you met a really good man or you met a really good woman, that doesn't sit well. Nothing sits well with this damn person. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like this person was really hoping that if in the event a tower moment were to ever occur here between the two of you, like a divorce, a breakup, right? That they would be the one in the end that's happy. They would be they would be the one in the end that, finds themselves meeting a really, really good person. And, they were just kind of hoping that that would essentially happen. But because that's not happening, right? Because they're the one that's getting the shitty end of the stick now, they just don't like it. You know what I mean? They just don't like it, damn it. They just don't like it. But I mean, in all fairness, it kind of looks like when you were dealing with this person, man, you were the one getting the shitty end of the stick. And granted, I don't think you liked it either, you know what I mean? But you did what you had to do. You got up and you walked away, damn it. You know what I mean? You did the right thing. But see, them over here, it's like, but why does Taurus get to be happy and I don't? And why does Taurus get to meet someone, good and I don't? And why does Taurus get to be at peace and I don't? Why does Taurus get to have this and I don't? It's like, all of this, it just kind of seems like an ego and pride thing is kind of what it all boils down to, and I just don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. What actions will Taurus take towards this person or moving forward? And that's the thing with a fucking King of Wands too, man. A King of Wands, oh my God. A King of Wands is somebody who has nothing but time on their hands to play all these freaking games, okay? Anyways, we have this is what they don't like. This is what doesn't sit well with them. See, they don't like the fact that you're happy, Taurus, because, how dare you, be happy. Oh my God, such a crime. They don't like the fact that you're experiencing growth and expansion in your life. Oh my God, it's so terrible. They don't like the fact that, you're surrounded by people who love you, people who care about you. I'm also getting that you have a lot of people in your life that really do look up to you and admire you and are proud of you. I'm also getting that, but they don't like any of that. None of that sits well with them, It's just like, okay. At the bottom of the deck, 2 of Cups, 8 of Swords. I told you. Queen of Pentacles, the King of Pentacles. When they find themselves dealing with someone that they perceive to be perfect for them, chances are that person is a damn Queen of Pentacles, and that's exactly what you are. This new person is perfect for you, and you're perfect for them. Now, keep in mind, For some of you, you could have already met this human. For others of you, you're going to find yourself meeting this human very, very soon. And if this person just so happens to find out that you just messed around and found somebody 10 times better than them, it ain't going to sit well with them. It's not going to sit well with them. It is what it is. It's not going to sit well with them. It's just not. It's not going to sit well with them. But with this person, man, with this new person that I see you connecting with, okay? I do see you, Taurus, needing some time to fully accept as well as believe that you finally found a good thing. And all of this kind of boils down to all of the crap this one over here has put you through, okay? Like, it got so bad, man, between you and this person that it made you question your own freaking judgment, okay? Like, that's how bad it got between you and this person. So with that being said, my friend, it is going to take some time before you trust this person. It's going to take some time before you believe this person. It's going to take some time before you accept the fact that, okay, like, this person is nothing like this freaking person from my past. Thank the Lord. You know what I mean? It's going to take some time, but you'll eventually get there. You will eventually get there. Now let's look at this damn fool to the right of me, shall we? What actions will this human... Okay, let's do this. Let's do this. We have the page... Jesus Christ. We have the Page of Swords to the Ace of Wands, and then we also have the Three of Cups. It kind of looks like this person is finally deciding to resurface back up here for you. It just kind of looks like this person has been like lurking in the shadows. It's kind of what I'm getting. They've just been lurking in the damn shadows, and they're finally ready, you know, to come out of the damn bushes, I guess, and extend themselves to you. Now remember, because it's showing up again, okay, remember, they're going to try to butter you up. They're going to try to call you a biscuit. They're going to say whatever it is that they think you want to say, whatever they think that, you know, you want to hear, they're going to freaking say it to you. They're going to say it to you in hopes that they could be able to get you back. I cannot emphasize this enough. I feel like the only reason why they're doing all of this is because they feel like they're getting the shitty end of the stick, and none of this is fair. None of this is fair. None of this sits well. It doesn't sit well to them. It doesn't sit well with them is what I meant to say. Sorry. I feel like the coffee's starting to kind of kick in, but it needs a little bit more time to, you know, get through my system here. But, yeah. Your person's very strange, or the person that you used to deal with, very, very strange, fella is what I'm getting. But anyways, we have the Queen of Cups. We got the Death card, and then I'm very curious to see their reaction towards this. We have the Queen of Cups to the Death card, and then we also have the Nine of Pentacles. This is just acting as a double confirmation, honey, which, by the way, I'm really freaking proud of you for this. This is going to be, you know, I feel like you were proud of yourself when you got up and walked away from this person, but when you turn around and you slam that damn door in this person's face, you're going to feel great, honey. You're going to feel good. You're going to feel good. You're going to feel amazing, because that's exactly what I see you doing. Now, let's see this human's response / reaction, okay? Tell me more of, oh, Lord. Okay, we have the Three of Wands in the reverse. We also have the Page of Swords in the upright, and then we also have the Tower. Yeah, this person's going to find themselves essentially wishing that they would have just stayed away. And it's because this person's experiencing a rejection from you. A King of Wands is somebody who has a lot of ego and pride. They don't like getting rejected by no damn body. Okay, so with that being said, the fact that they're turning around and getting rejected by you is just going to furthermore feel like shit, because they already feel like shit because they lost you, but it's going to make them feel even more like shit, you know, when you turn around and basically reject them. Okay. I feel like this person's going to possibly say something slick to you. Like, this person might say something along the lines of, let me guess, Taurus. You must be dealing with another man, huh? Let me guess, Taurus, you must be dealing with another woman. That's why you're turning around and rejecting me, right? That's why you want nothing to do with me, right? Right? Because you're sleeping with another man, right? Because you're sleeping with another woman, right? You know what? Maybe you are, damn it. Maybe you are, because we did get somebody new up in the equation here. Maybe you are. Fuck it. Maybe you are. Maybe you are, Taurus. Maybe you are. Or maybe you're about to. Either which way. You know what I mean? I just kind of feel like this person has a very difficult time understanding the real reason why you want nothing to do with them. Okay? And it's because dealing with someone like a King of Wands is embarrassing. It is what it is. Dealing with a King of Wands is freaking embarrassing. It is mortifying. It is so mortifying. See, dealing with a King of Pentacles, honey, that's a different experience. Honey, it's a different experience. It's great. It's great. It's absolutely wonderful. You know what I mean? But I don't feel like this person gets it. You know, I feel like all of this is kind of going over their head like a carry-on bag, you know? But they're going to say something slick to you. Yep. And it's entirely up to you on how you decide to respond. You could go ahead and say, you know what, that is a damn reason. Actually, now that you mention that, that is a reason. Or, you know, you turn around and say nothing at all and just kind of keep it classy and cute, honey. However you want to play it. But they just don't get it, you know? It's just going over their head like a carry-on bag, honey. It is. It really, really is. But yeah, this rejection, coming from you is going to cause them to want to crawl under a damn rock, okay? And they're going to turn around and say something slick. They will. And you can keep it classy, like I said. You can keep it classy, you can keep it cute, or you can get real ratchet on them. Either which way, okay? The ball is in your court. You get to decide how this all plays out. All right. So that is what I have for you. Hopefully the reading helped. Hopefully it resonated. And I will see you guys